Hello, Katie, and mynaturalhappiness.com, creator of the Seeds of Change program, helping you go from hamster to happiness, founder of Reading School of Reiki. How are you? What is going on in your world? I hope you're well. I am good, thank you. I am good. So I thought I would come on today as a continuation of the theme of the last couple of videos, because I know I've been direct, which sometimes is good, and hopefully I can inspire you to make the changes that you want to make in your life without you getting to the points where I did in my life to make changes. Because as I talked about last time, I got myself into a very stressful state when I didn't implement all the magical things that I do now. I didn't back then implement daily meditation and bringing Reiki into my life and manifestation, gratefulness. I didn't do all of that. And I didn't know how to weave it into my daily life on busy days. I didn't know how back then, and I got myself into a real state. Those who don't know, by the way, I ended up fainting on the motorway out of exhaustion, and whilst in the outside lane of the motorway, just by junction 11 of the M4. If anybody knows the M4, it runs along here. I woke up in a ditch and looked up at the windmill. So the windmill is my sign of I'm alive. Somehow I didn't hit another car. So that's the nth degree of exhaustion I reached before I started to make healthy choices in my life. So when I sit there and say, I know how it feels, I know how it feels. And what I hope to do is always inspire people to make changes in their life before they get to this point, before they got to the point where I got to, and before they put their life in danger with their stress levels, because that's where I got to before I actually implemented all the magical things that I do. Funnily enough, back then I'd learned a lot of these things, but I had them as weekend things and I hadn't worked out how to weave them into my life. And so that's my big passion, is how do you weave these things into your life on a day-by-day basis so that it can be a part of your everyday life rather than something you just do when you've got a weekend and you just do in your own time. And so that's my big passion. That's my big passion. So I'm hoping that I can inspire you by sharing just how bad things got for me with you. And I hope that I can do that. And would be so honoured to support and help you get from Hamster Wheel to happiness. I'd be so honoured to support you and help you if you want me to. Hopefully I can inspire you to make changes if you are at that point, so that you don't get, before you get to that point really is ideal, but sometimes we like to wait until we get right to it, because that's human nature. I'm fine, I'll keep going as I am. Yeah, really? Been there, done that, talking about myself here, completely talking about myself. So if you are thinking, oh my goodness, this is a wake-up call to me, which I suspect there'll be somebody that will be sat there saying, this is to me, this is a wake-up call, I need to make changes in my life. If you are at that point, number one, phone me, contact me, email me, kate@mynaturalhappiness.com, book in for a one-to-one, free Seeds of Change chat, whatever it happens. But if I'm speaking to you, number one, contact me, because it's a lot easier to do it when you've got someone holding your hand. Contact me. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. Contact me. You don't have to do this on your own. Number one. Number two is look at your life and look at it with fresh eyes, as if it were. So look at, okay, what can I change right now, and what do I have to plan to change along the way? It might be that you can't change your job right now for various reasons, but you can change it in 3, 4, 5 months' time. It might be that there's extra responsibilities that you've taken on in various roles in your life that are weighing you down, and actually you can change that. And perhaps it's about learning to say no to people, because as powerful as it is to say yes to life, it's just as powerful to say no. So it might be that that's where you're at. So look at what you can change in your life, look at what you can change a bit further along the way, and if you can't change it, look at how you can change your outlook to it, because sometimes it's a perspective shift. So that's number 2. Number 3 is a big hug from me to you. You don't have to do this on your own. Big hug, big hug. So I'm hoping that by being vulnerable and real and telling you how bad it was for me along the way before I started to make changes, I can inspire you to know that you don't have to do it on your own. That's what my hope is, because I always want to help people go from hamster wheel to happiness. So hopefully that's been a magical, well used 6 minutes and 20 seconds for you. Sending you so much love, heartfelt love. Kate, mynaturalhappiness.com, creator of the Seeds of Change program to help you go from hamster wheel to happiness, founder of Reading School of Reiki. Have an amazing, amazing day. Lots of love.